Welcome to your 15-minute at-home workout for athletes. Today's focus is a full body circuit, so let's start on our feet with some squats. Step your feet out hip distance apart with your toes slightly turned out and sit back like you're sitting in a chair. As you squat down, inhale and exhale as you stand up. Focus on sitting back into your heels and squeezing through your glutes. Great job, we just have 10 more. Inhale, squat down, exhale, press up. Inhale, squat down, exhale, press up. Throughout this workout, really focus on your mind-body connection and staying connected to your breath. Just 3 more. 2 and 1. Good job. Now we're going to transition into a lateral lunge, so step to the top of your mat. You can shake your legs out, lunge to your left side, and sit back into your heel. When you press back up, come into an A position with your leg off the ground. Try to bend through your leg and your hip, not just crunching your chest over. When you push out of it, push up with as much power and control as you can. Inhale, lunge down, exhale, press up. Inhale, lunge down, exhale, press up. Remember to use your breath as your guide. Just 2 more. And last one. Good job. Head over to the other side of your mat to work on lateral lunges on the other side. Same thing here, inhale and exhale, press out. Inhale, lunge, exhale, press out. Focus on sitting back into your hip and feeling this one in your glute. This is a great exercise to work on both strength and stability. You're doing great. You're almost there, you just have 2 more. 1 and 2. Great job. Now we're going to make our way down to our mat for a push-up. For this one, you have the option to do a push-up from your knees like this, or you can do a push-up from your feet. Either way, just ensure you're doing them with good form. Here we go. We've got 10 total. Inhale, exhale, push. Inhale, exhale, push up. Inhale, exhale, push up. I really use my breath to guide me on these because for some reason they never get easier. Great job, you only have 3 more. And 2. Last one, here we go, push up. Great job, now we're gonna make our way down onto our bellies for a Superman. This one works the back side of our body, including our glutes and our back. Reach your hands and feet out mat distance apart and exhale, raise them up. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come down with control. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come down. Just 3 more. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, and inhale. Great work. Now we're going to come down onto the right side of our bodies. With your right leg directly under you and your leg at a 90-degree angle, reach your top arm in front of your mat and your back leg behind it. Then push through your bottom glute until your top leg is parallel with the bottom and pull your arm in. The point of this one is to rotate at the bottom and then squeeze everything together at the top. If you're doing this right, you should really feel it in that bottom glute. Rotate as you come down and then push up. This one is a hard one, so a reminder again to use your breath. Inhale, come down, exhale, push up. Good job, and now it's time to do that on the other side. So again, come down onto your left side and bend that left knee. Reach your right arm forward and your right leg back. When you're ready, push up and bring that right leg parallel with your left. Again, really trying to push up through that bottom glute. At the bottom, stretch everything out, and at the top, squeeze everything together. Inhale, come down, exhale, press up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. You're doing great, just a couple more. And done. Go ahead and take your time and meet me over on your hands and your feet for some shoulder taps. So make your way into a plank position. Once you get there, make sure you're really stable and your back is flat. Then, trying not to move anything else, go ahead and start tapping your shoulders. Alternate arms here, trying to keep your core really still. I found this one is actually way more challenging if you go slow and controlled and try not to move anything else but that hand. Keep your core engaged here and focus on your breath. I like to exhale every time I tap my shoulder. We're only here for a little while longer, so stay strong. Good job. Go ahead and come down onto your knees and then make your way onto your back. Once you're there, bring your heels in until you can brush them with your fingertips. Engage your core by pushing your low back into the mat, and when you're ready, bridge up. Once you're there, lift your left leg to the sky for a single leg bridge. So come down and then push through your right heel to bridge back up. Bridge as far as you can up, pushing through your glute without rounding through your spine. Try to push as much as you can through that right heel to feel it in your glute. Inhale, come down. Exhale, press up. Just a few more here. Keep moving with strength and control. Last 2. And 1. Good job. Come back up into that bridge position and switch legs. So bring that right leg up and start the bridges with your left leg. Same thing here. Use your breath to push up and make sure you're pushing through that heel and feeling it in your glutes. Your core is actually super important here, so make sure to keep your core engaged. Last 2. And 1. Good job. Rest for a moment, and then we're going to meet back in that bridge position for leg walkouts. So when you're ready, bridge up and start walking your legs out. Make sure your core is engaged and you're feeling this through your glutes and your hamstrings. Only walk out as far as you can to maintain control. This exercise looks so much easier than it is, so you're doing great. I try to alternate which leg I'm stepping out with each time I walk out and then back in. Just a couple more here. Here we go. Walk the legs out and walk them back in. Bridge up as high as you can to finish out. Good job. Next up, we have some core, so bring your left leg up to tabletop and hover your right leg long. Bring your right arm overhead and using your core, switch legs and arms. Keep this motion going, focusing on your breathing and really engaging through your core. Try to keep your bent knee in line with your hip to make it as challenging as possible. I like to exhale every time I switch. So exhale, exhale. Good job. We just have a couple more. Keep going. And done. Great job. Take a little breather, and then when you're ready, we're going to continue the core work by bringing both our legs up. This one's really simple but very challenging. Make sure to engage your low back and push it into the mat, and then bring your legs down. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, lower them down. Only lower them as low as you can control. So the second your lower back starts coming off that mat, raise them back up. Really engage from your core and use your breath for these. Great job. Move slow and with as much control as possible. I know as athletes it's tempting to move fast, but this one is way harder if you just move slow and with control. And you're done. Hug those knees in, take a little breather, and get ready because we're starting the whole thing back from the top. So when you're ready, meet me on your feet for squats. Just a reminder to keep your feet hip distance apart with your toes slightly turned out. Squat down into that imaginary chair and press back up. Here we go. It's the second half, and you know the best players bring the most energy to finish out the game. Inhale, squat down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. For an extra challenge, make sure you're really squeezing your glutes at the top of the squat. Keep going, you're doing awesome. Remember to keep your core engaged and sit back into your heels. Here we go, last one and done. You know what's next because we did these before, lateral lunges. Make your way to the top of your mat, lunge out, and press up. So you're actually working a lot of different muscles here. When you lunge down, you're working on your strength, but when you press up, you're working on your stability. Balance and stability are key for athletes, so make sure you're focusing on this part of the exercise too. Use your breath here. Inhale, lunge down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one here. Here we go. Great work. Make your way to the other side. Same thing on this side. Here we go. Inhale, lunge down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lunge down. Exhale, press up. Remember to really sit back into your heel and not just crunch over through your chest. Great work here. Focus on power out of the bottom and stability at the top. Just a couple more here. And last one. Here we go. Great job. Now it's time to make your way down onto your hands and your feet for push-ups. Remember, you can always modify these by doing push-ups from your knees. Here we go, let's start. Make sure your core is really engaged, and then inhale, come down, exhale, press up. Keep it going. Remember, it's much better to modify and do these push-ups from your knees if you can't do them with correct form from your feet. Whichever way you're doing your push-up, keep going. Focus on your breath and keep your core engaged. Don't round through your lower back. Inhale, exhale, push. Inhale, exhale, push. Great job. Now meet me down on your belly for Supermans. Stretch your hands and your feet out mat distance apart, and then when you're ready, come up. Keep your core engaged and lift off. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, come down. Move with as much strength and control as you can here. Exhale, lift. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, come down. Just a couple more here. On your last one, come up, squeeze at the top and hold it, and then come down. Good job. Meet me back down on your right side for those side-lying glute bridges. Reminder to keep that right leg at a 90-degree angle. Rotate by reaching your left arm forward and your left leg back. When you're ready, bridge up by squeezing that bottom glute and squeezing your left arm in. Remember, the goal of this one is to rotate at the bottom and then squeeze at the top. Challenge yourself on this one to see how high you can bridge up with that bottom glute. Remember to use your breath here. Inhale, come down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, exhale. Try to create as much tension as you can at the top. Great job. Time to go to the other side. So bend that left leg underneath you, reach out with your right arm and back with your right leg. When you're ready, bridge up so your top leg is in line with your bottom leg. Pull your arm in and create as much tension as possible. Same thing on this side. Challenge yourself to see how far you can push up with that bottom leg. You should really feel this one in your bottom glute. Trust me, this one is super hard for me. You're doing awesome. Just a couple more here. And last one. Good job. Take a breather here, and when you're ready, meet me in that plank position for plank shoulder taps. Once you get there, make sure your core is really engaged and then begin the taps. Make sure the only thing that's moving is that arm that's tapping the opposite shoulder. The best way to ensure your hips don't move is to really squeeze through that core. And don't forget to breathe. Like I said before, I like to exhale every time I tap my shoulder. Exhale, 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 exhale. That really helps me engage my core. Just a couple more here. Here we go. And last one. Good job. When you're ready, meet me back down on your back. Next up, we have the single leg glute bridges and the glute bridge walkouts. So bring your heels in close to your glutes, and when you're ready, push up into that bridge position, really pushing through your heels. Once you're here without moving your hips, you're gonna lift that left leg up and begin your bridge. So inhale, come down, exhale, press up. Inhale, exhale. Really push through your heel and engage through your glute and hamstring. Keep your core engaged as you lift, coming up as high as you can without arching through your back. Just a couple more here. And last one here. Good job. Come back into that bridge position and switch legs. So lift up your right leg and start your bridge. Inhale, come down. Exhale, press up. Pushing through that heel. Same thing here, coming up as high as you can, pushing through that glute and engaging your core. Look down and make sure your hips are square. Exhale, inhale. Good job. Take a quick breather here and then meet me back into that bridge position for glute bridge walkouts. So when you're ready, bridge up. With your core engaged, start walking your feet out. Reminder here to move slow and with control and only walk out as far as you can. Even though this is a glute and hamstring exercise, it's really important that you're engaging through your core so your hips don't move too much side to side. As you walk your feet back in, make sure to bridge and squeeze your glutes at the top, maintaining that strong position. It can be really easy here to let your glutes sink a bit, so check them, squeeze them as much as you can. Last one here, and squeeze your glutes at the top. Good job. Take a second here, and then we're going to transition into our core work on our back, starting with dead bugs. So starting with your left leg bent and your left arm long, and then switch. Make sure to hover that bottom leg for an extra challenge. Keep your low back pressed into the mat every time you move your legs. That's gonna really help you engage through your core and keep your low back safe. I like to exhale every time I switch. So exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good job. Keep it going, move with as much strength and control as you can here. Remember, if you're moving slower, it's probably harder. Last 2. And 1. Good job. We're almost there, so quick transition into those leg lowers. Here we go. Make sure that low back is pressed into the ground, and then lower your legs down slowly and lift them up. Only lower as low as you can with control where your low back is still pressed into the mat. This one is definitely difficult, so make sure to scale as much as you need. Make sure to move with your breath. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Moving with strength and control. You're doing awesome. Last one here. Great job. Hug those knees in and take a breather because you are done. Great job today. You should be so proud of yourself for showing up and doing a little bit of extra work to be a game changer. Make sure to stretch, cool down, and subscribe for more workouts like this. I'll see you next time.